All right, YouTube, welcome back to Broken Big Boy Toys. This is one of our biggest toys that we have. This is our 99 Ford F350 dually. This is a 7.3 diesel, and it never lets us down when we're traveling to go get stuff. However, it always seems to break down on the side of our house. As you can see, I just took the trailer back into it, shut the truck off, and it wouldn't start again. Obviously the starter let go, so we're going to do a video on changing the starter. Shouldn't be too hard, but we'll just run you through the process. Okay, before you start touching the starter, got to disconnect the negative leads on your batteries and pull the negative lead away from the battery. This truck has two batteries because it's a diesel. Make sure you pull both, pull the wire away from the battery. I mean, it goes without saying, but got to put it in the video, otherwise people don't disconnect it and they get shocked underneath. So Greg started to get underneath there with the creeper. I'm going to get under there in a minute. He just wanted to get all the tools set up before I climb under there with him. All right, so we're under the truck. Basically, point up at it.
Right up here, these two bolts.
Just point to the starter first.
All right, so here's the starter.
All right.
And then these two bolts we have to take off. We have to take off the bolt or the wire to the starter, and then there should be one up here, which I am feeling right now.
Yep. First things first, we're going to undo the power wire on the starter right there. Okay, so I got the bottom two bolts on. I got the wire we put on before we put it up, the smaller one. I got the battery wire still off because I want to get that last bolt up top. Then I'll tighten it up and hopefully the truck will start. Hopefully it was a new starter that was the problem. That upper bolt's a little bit of a pain in the neck to get. I'll turn it in by hand, and then I need a extension in the 17mm to get it in. Okay, so got all the wires back on, got the wire to the battery on, tightened all the bolts. Easiest just to hand tighten that one back in without the wire. Use a 6-inch extension, a 3-inch extension, kind of gets you beyond the solenoid. Tightened everything up. We're good to go underneath here. We're just going to clean up and then we'll start the battery or attach battery, see if the truck will start. All right, moment of truth. We don't know if the truck's going to start. I'm not positive that's what it was. Wait for that to click. Go.
Wasn't
It's
that?
not the starter.
We got a hammer right here. Try banging on the door.
Hit that again. Hit it again. Could be the solenoid. Hit it again. Okay, so we came over here and we changed the solenoid, even though that's not what it was, but we figured it was clicking and good possibility that's what it was. But it wasn't. What it ended up being is this lead that goes down to the starter had a break in it right by the fan, and which would make sense of why it died after we were running it and just shut it off. Then it wouldn't shut off again. So in other words, what happened is it broke on our ride home, and when we shut the truck off, it was broken at that point and it wouldn't start the truck. But now it runs, it's back to normal, and we have the batteries disconnected. I don't really feel like doing it just for the video to show you it runs, and so that's what it was. So a little bit more money than I wanted to spend for a broken wire, but the battery or the starter, when we had it tested out, was kind of intermittent anyway, and if the starter went, we might as well change the solenoid at the same time. And the solenoid was only 20 bucks and the starter I think was 175. So for 200 bucks got a brand new starter and solenoid in it, and it actually turns a little quicker now and starts right up. While we finally got the truck running, we decided to change our wheels over to factory wagon wheels. Now my truck has lugs that were larger. They were 5/8 lug versus 9/16. So we actually had to drill out every hole on the wheels, but we got them on. As you can see, the lugs are a lot bigger on this truck, but they look good. I think they look good on the truck in general. Yeah, we didn't do a video on aggravation of how to change aluminum rims onto a truck that has 5/8 lugs. Anyway, so as usual, thanks for watching. Hopefully you kind of understand how to change a starter on a 7.3 turbo diesel 99. When you have big boy toys that are broken, you got to fix them, and this is one of the biggest big boy toys we have. So like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Give us a big thumbs up, and come back and watch more videos.